Today at a cabinet meeting, they appear to have convened sort of mostly just for the cameras at the White House. Attention turned to the exploding outbreak of measles that started in West Texas and has now spread at least into New Mexico. It's now at least 124 cases. A child has died, an unvaccinated school-aged child who was hospitalized as of last week in the Lubbock area. That child has now passed away. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. really is Donald Trump's idea of the best person in the whole country to lead the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, which is responsible for dealing with this kind of crisis. Secretary Kennedy today attempted to give an update on the measles outbreak in front of the cameras, but almost every single thing he said about it was wrong. He said, quote, "It's not unusual. We have measles outbreaks every year." Like this is a normal thing. I should mention, for context, in all of last year, we had 285 measles cases in the United States. The year before that, for the whole year in the whole country, we had 59 cases. 59 cases. 59 cases, the whole country, the whole year. This one outbreak is already 124 cases and growing explosively, and a child has died. This is the largest measles outbreak in Texas in at least 30 years. Inexplicably, in his string of untrue statements about this ongoing measles epidemic that he is now responsible for fixing, Secretary Kennedy also misstated the number of deaths.
We are following the measles epidemic every day. I think there's 124 people who have contracted measles at this point, mainly in Gaines County, Texas. Mainly, we're told, in the Mennonite community. There are 2 people who have died, but we're watching it, and there are about 20 people hospitalized, mainly for quarantine. We're watching it. We put out a post on it yesterday, and we're going to continue to follow it.
Local health authorities say it is not 2 people who have died. It is 1 person who has died, an unvaccinated school-aged child. Why he thinks it's 2 people who have died and not 1, we don't know. Also, the people who are hospitalized are not being hospitalized for quarantine, as he described it, which makes it seem like they're fine. They're just being kept in a room, right? No, they've been hospitalized for respiratory distress and other serious and potential fatal symptoms of measles, which can kill you and which has already killed a child in this outbreak. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wrote a whole book about the measles, in which he said that, quote, measles outbreaks have been fabricated to create fear. He wrote at the website of his anti-vaccine group that getting measles is actually good for you. He says it's good for your heart to get measles. Reduces the risk of some cancers and heart disease and stuff. It's great. Donald Trump put him in charge of Health and Human Services for the whole country. And that means he's in charge of taking care of this explosive measles outbreak in West Texas and New Mexico. Good call. Safe hands.